Hey everyone, Pan Ban Richard here, and I'm a big fan of the Tales of franchise. I played a majority of the original titles, and some of the crossover titles as well. 8 years ago, for the localization of Tales of Exilia, I held an event known as the Tales of Marathon stream. It was a stream where I played through 3 Tales of games that were determined by audience polls in 9 days. During the stream, I commentated with other major fans in the community, and held a giveaway for the Tales of Exilia Collector's Edition. A sequel for the stream happened a year later as well, with the localization for Tales of Exilia 2. After those streams, I wanted to explore other Tales of projects, but I knew in the back of my mind that one day I'll do one more stream to sort of wrap it up in a trilogy. So I'd like to officially announce that Tales of Marathon Stream 3 will happen, and we'll be going through the polls in this video. In Block 1, these are the following games that you can vote for. Tales of Symphonia. This game is the first 3D title in the franchise, and follows the Chosen One's journey of world regeneration. Because I went through the GameCube version in the first marathon stream, we'll be going through the HD version if this gets voted for. Tales of the Abyss. The next 3D title in the franchise, which introduces the ability to use free run, and we'll see a young noble find himself entwined in a nationwide prophecy. As I went through the PS2 version in the second marathon, if this gets voted for, we'll be running through the 3DS version of the game. Tales of Vesperia. This title further expanded on the 3D linear motion battle system while acquiring skills through weapons. Its narrative focused on the different perspectives of justice and how they're acted on. I played through the 360 version during the first marathon stream, so the definitive edition will be the version playthrough if this wins the block. Tales of Grace's F. A game that brings a chain capacity system established by the Tales of Destiny remake in 3D, and it features a narrative where a mysterious girl greatly affects the lives of a group of children years after their encounter. If this game wins, we'll only be playing through the main narrative arc of the game. Symphonia, Abyss, Vesperia, and Grace's F. This block focuses on 3D titles that were technically released in the 2000s and are pretty popular within the community. Moving on to the games in the poll for Block 2. Tales of Fantasia, the title that started the whole franchise. It features the fundamentals of the linear motion battle system, where you follow a narrative that transcends time. We'll be playing through the GBA version if... You know what? I'll back up my Fantasia PS1 copy, patch it with the Fantasian Productions English translation, and run through that if this wins the vote. Tales of Eternia, the third major title in the franchise that allowed for more fluid fights in the 2D linear motion battle system. A tale where the destruction of 2 worlds must be prevented by seeking the power of the gods. To keep things simple, I'll be playing through the PS1 version of the game if this gets the vote. Tales of Symphonia: Dawn of the New World. The first 3D title to utilize motion capture cutscenes, and coincidentally, it features a monster capturing system as well. A direct sequel to the hit title that follows the journey of 2 heroes as they witness the consequences reflected from the previous game's conclusion. If this gets the vote, we'll be running through the Chronicles version of the game. Tales of Hearts R, a remake of the 2D DS game that was fully reimagined in 3D. It expands on the 3D linear motion battle system established by Tales of Innocence R with the Chase Link system. A narrative where you retrieve the lost emotions of one girl. Fantasia, Eternia, Dawn, and Hearts R. The focus for this block is for titles that are usually overlooked in the community nowadays. Finally, here are the titles you can choose from in the last block. Tales of Exilia. This 3D title allowed you to link with party members and swap them out in battle. In a world where spirits and humans struggle to coexist, you can choose between 2 stories with different lead protagonists. Because I went through Jude's story in the second marathon stream, we'll be going through Mila's story if this wins the poll. Tales of Exilia 2. Another direct sequel which expands on the linear motion battle system established in its predecessor, by having the lead protagonist swap between 3 different playstyles seamlessly in battle. Said protagonist also discovers the importance of his lineage across dimensions. Tales of Zestiria. In celebration of the 20th anniversary of the franchise, this game featured the legend of the Shepherd, who saved the people from the calamity with the divine seraphim. The legend is reborn once again, as you can now directly fuse with your party members instead of linking with them. Tales of Berseria. The distant prequel to Tales of Zestiria follows the story of a young woman entwined in familial struggles due to the Scarlet Knight. Playable characters have their own unique moves known as Break Souls, and you can freely control the camera in battle. Exilia, Exilia 2, Zestiria, and Berseria. This block represents the most recent Tales of games that were released, and will be the last game played in the marathon. Details regarding the giveaways and guests will be revealed in a later info video. For now, we'll be focusing on these polls, as voting will close on Friday, February 5th at 12 PM Central Standard Time. You can place your votes at talesofmarathonstream.wordpress.com. That's talesofmarathonstream.wordpress.com. After the deadline, the results will be shared in the next info video. Until then, take care.